Time to talk about this dumb book. Oh, have we started? Sorry. This
Yes.
book.
Molly.
I love this book so much.
Let me just say one thing about this book and what all of our little bunchies have been saying. It is like a Christmas special. So you know your favorite television show, maybe your like 30-minute, half-hour show, and you're like, oh, they're doing a Christmas special, and you're so excited. That's what this is.
You know what? I would maybe like it more if I had done a Christmas special, but I have yet to do one, so maybe I'm bitter.
You never did a Days of Our Lives Christmas special?
Oh, well, of course on Days. We had all kinds of Christmas things going on. But
I
mean,
remember like the Horton Christmas special. The Horton Square Christmas or something.
No, you were right. The Horton Christmas. Here's the cool thing.
I
fucking LOL. But it was such a rad tradition. And I remember when they told me that they were gonna make a Melanie ornament and put it up on the tree. Everybody's like, if you've ever had boy, we are on a struggle bus, okay?
Listen, girl, it's late. Sorry, bunchies. Stay with us.
It is late, guys. It is, for you, it's late. For me,
it's all right.
It's
fine.
2:15 for me. I should be
I don't
fine,
know if you guys can tell, but every time I film, I should just shut the blinds, but it's definitely golden hour right now out there. It's a beautiful time of day, but you can always know when I'm filming on the East Coast based off of this lovely thing, which I should fix.
And I love that on the side.
Two things, because I wanted to see if you guys noticed anything different. But before we get there, I wanted, because we were talking about Christmas ornaments, if you've been on our Instagram, we were discussing potentially this being our little a novel bunch Christmas ornament. I think it'd be so cute. Every year we have something of what we're reading that we find, and a lot of you loved it. I did a little poll.
Oh, you know what? Let me just turn Gladys on. It's still it's not Christmas yet, so maybe we can just keep her going because I just love her. But I did. Alyssa showed me that you guys sent some Thanksgiving things for me to put on my shelf.
Yes.
So I'm going to go through them. Very excited.
Love it.
Also, can you bring up, and you can work on finding it while I discuss with our bunchies my mic situation, the emo Azrael picture for us really quick?
Oh, I better have this.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like we've ruined the characters for everybody. We've taken like a very serious, beautiful piece of art, and we have just wrecked it with a spray tan, red-haired Danny McBride, and an emo Azrael in the corner with those bangs. All of our millennials, and some of our Gen Zs, and our Gen Xs. I know you know what we're talking about. Come on.
Guys.
Where are you?
Look at that. One of our bunchies, she sent this because we're like, someone please send us Emo Az. And that is Emo Azzy if I've ever seen him. And
our queens.
He killing it. You guys are our queens. We love you so much. We have so much freaking fun in the DMs. Like, I can't even. The reels y'all send, it just brings me such a source of happiness. Like, I've just lately been having a little, like, I don't know what you call it. Going through it. There's a lot of personal stuff in life. And, like, anytime I open up my little Instagram and then I go into a novel bunch, like, I don't hang out anymore on my personal Instagram.
Yeah, she's never. I now know if I want to send her something and I want her to see it, I have to send it to our novel bunch now.
Yes. I'm just so obsessed with you guys. I love you so much. Welcome everybody to A Novel Bunch, your modern day book club. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, comment, all that fun YouTube stuff. And if you're listening on a platform like iTunes or Audible and you're loving the vibes, please feel free to leave us a review. It really allows us to connect with our book-loving community. Now today, we are finishing up A Court of Frost and Starlight chapters 15 through 29. Molly Burnett. Guys, she is having a time with this. I actually really quite enjoyed myself.
Just like they said you would, because they know us now. They knew you would enjoy it, and they knew that I would have a little bit of a tougher time with it. But can we just say, you guys, I have a new mic.
Yes!
I'm so sorry I put you all through this. I've had this in my closet for, 4 or 5 years, and I got that, like, TikTok mic thinking, like, oh, cute podcast, whatever, and you guys have been saying like, hey, Molly, baby, and I'm so sorry it took me so long, but we're here now, okay?
How about your editor? What's she been saying to
I feel so bad for my editor. It has been the bit. I would text her and be like, did you cut the part where and she'd be like, we couldn't hear you, sweetheart, because your mic is an absolute piece of shit. Okay.
You know my favorite thing too, because when you edit back and you watch, you really know someone. Like I know all of your mannerisms, and anytime you read and we do the live readings, you go really low and your voice is down here because it's like an actress thing, you know? And like you're getting your emotions across, and I'm like, let me just turn the volume up just a little bit more. This is a really important moment, Molly. Let's make sure we can hear you.
You know what's so funny? This is so crazy because my nickname growing up was Ethel Merman, okay? Because I have the loudest voice. It's loud. My brother is always like, hey, you're yelling. You don't need to yell. I'll FaceTime. Everybody.
Stop.
Cassian, he's like, ooh, we're talking real loud. And yet when I am on set and they say action, I go down here and I don't know what happens. I feel like I get intense and I start talking really soft. And all the time the sound guy has to be like, hey, can you? And I'm like, nobody ever tells me to talk louder except when I'm on set. So maybe because there's a camera in front of me, in my head, I'm like, I'm on set and now I'm reading, I'm performing.
Your
for
voice,
you guys
yeah.
And like this.
God, isn't that so weird? The more you know, the more you know all the behind the scenes. Well, speaking of behind the scenes,
let's do it. Listen, guys, here's the thing, okay? I love Sarah J. Maas's writing.
we needed a little breather between war and what I'm assuming war is gonna be when we get to the next one. That is a big old book.
That's the biggest bitch I've ever seen, that's for sure.
So I think she just wanted to give us a little glimpse into their daily life and what they're doing, and you know, this solstice and present buying and all of that.
Boy, if I hear the word present one more time, which is a bummer because we're about to bop into Christmas time and Hanukkah time, and I don't ever want to hear that word again.
Girl, done.
But let's start. We're at chapter 15, okay? The first line of chapter 15 was, I had yet to find or even come up with a vague idea for what to give Rhysand for Solstice. And I said, are you fucking kidding me? And then I said, oh good, now Elaine and Feyre are shopping, okay? They meet a weaver in the shop. This part was actually very beautiful and profound. So they met this weaver, which tripped me out because I'm thinking the weaver, I thought she died.
Me too! I literally wrote in my notes to tell you back, I thought it was Striga. And I go, did I miss something? And I had to go back and reread, but I didn't. Yeah. It's just a legit weaver.
I guess because, not that Striga wasn't a legit weaver. She was just also a death god, so she had that duality going for her. But so we meet this new weaver and we find out that her husband didn't make it after the war. He didn't return from the war. They were married for 300 years, which is just incomprehensible. I can't imagine, I hope that I find some kind of love of my life, right? But 300 years.
It's not enough time, baby.
Okay, well, that's somebody who's profoundly in love, and good for you. Good for you. I'm so happy right now. JK, you are couple goals, and I love it. Anyway, I'm their third. So, here's my thoughts. They see this, beautiful... Feyre has no idea what to get Rhysand, right? And she sees this beautiful, dark, deep fabric, and she asks the weaver about it, and the weaver 2, we'll call her. Weaver 2 says, I call it the void. It's a fabric I made up because I created it out of my pain and sadness, and I had to put it somewhere. And then there's silver threading in it. And Elaine says, what's that? And she says, what does she call it? Hope? She called the thread hope. Yeah. And, God, I just thought that
beautiful.
Was so... Feyre says, how do you keep creating despite what you've lost? And she said, because I had to. And I couldn't relate to that harder. I mean, life comes at you quick, right? The good, the bad, the ugly, the inconceivable, the unknown, the out of nowhere. And I think one of the hardest parts, and, you're witnessing this right now, is when you lose somebody, the world keeps spinning a little bit later. Once everybody's consoled you and, checked on you and made sure you're okay, now they have to move on with their lives because that's life. And you're still sitting here absolutely
still
destroyed.
Living in it. It's so crazy you say that. I literally was just talking to my mom about this yesterday, and Bunchy's, I don't know if we brought this up, but my dad had open heart surgery maybe 7 weeks ago, and he's doing amazing, but it's a really big surgery, right? So a very long recovery. And then a few weeks ago, I lost an aunt and an uncle within a couple days of each other, and we were literally discussing how, it's been a crazy time, but we were discussing how the world keeps turning. And for me, even with certain people in my life, especially surrounding the deaths and being there for my dad, I always make sure to check in still because other people, they moved on. And I get it. That's life. Other people have their own life that they're living. But I just think it's so important and so precious to be able to be there for people when they're still very much going through it. And grief more than anything. And I can't even imagine what that was like for you. And continue, like to this day, it's still a huge piece of who you are, losing your mom. I can't even imagine. But right here, like that's what we're seeing where life goes on and the Weaver number 2 is like, I need to continue to create and live and build a life.
And she chooses to. You have to choose to. You have to choose to keep moving,
Yeah.
I have some family members that lost people and they chose not to keep moving. And I watched my dad who lost the love of his life, 30 years of marriage. Which, for humans, that's a long time. It's not 300, but still a long time.
That is very long, yes.
And it could have been so easy for him to crumble into himself. And he, on the contrary, has blossomed and become this. We talk about how one of the greatest gifts our mom ever gave him was leaving. And it takes a long time to get to that place because I would give anything to have my mom back with me.
Of course.
And because we can hold two things at once, and I see what the loss of her presence and what she meant to him has forced him to be. And so this Weaver reminds me of, somebody that's decided to persevere in spite of their pain.
Molly Burnett. Drop the mic, baby. I can't go on. That's so beautiful.
Thank you. So I joke that this book is a big, holiday joke. And in some ways it is, but there were some very profound moments and very Sarah J. Maas profound moments that I will continue to point out because they were very special.
You articulated that perfectly. Just
Thank you so much.
What a moment. What a moment. Yes. So then from there...
Well, also just really quick, let me say, it'll be 14 years. So my mom passed away on Will's birthday. Brutal. My brother Will. December
What
6th.
Day is that again? December 6th?
December 6th. Wow. And Alyssa, 13 years later, will still text me because that's the kind of person that you are. And that's the importance to detail and to the people that you love and their pain. And even though we've all moved on because we have to, it's a little like, hey today, hey baby. You know what I mean?
You make me cry. I know. Don't get me going right now. I have a funeral tomorrow morning.
Oh God! Did we come up with a speech?
We did. All right, I digress.
Okay, so our girl Feyre, she's like, what if I make a painting support group? Which I kind of love. Art is one of the best ways to heal all kinds of stuff. You throw it out there, whether you're sewing or bedazzling or painting or singing or acting or whatever it is. So she's thinking about that. And then she goes and she checks on Amren and she asks about Nesta, obviously. But Amren says Nesta drops by often. Oh? And that she's not going to betray Amren's trust by telling her what they talk about. Bitch, girl, what? That's my family.
I mean, low-key though, I remember in Akawar, I don't know why I could never say that. Akawar?
You're a troop for saying that. I would just say the
last book.
Yeah.
When they were getting together and just Amren was trying to help Nesta hone her powers a little bit or whatever. They were doing something. I remember going, I love this little friendship budding. They're both baddies and I can tell they were on the same wavelength. And so the fact Nesta is going now to her, I'm like,
love it.
Okay, girl.
It's really setting up an interesting friendship for the next book, isn't it? In theory.
Oh, I forgot you've read that one. See, this one was fun because you never read it.
Right. To be fair, I only read the next one once. So it'll and it was a long time. So it'll be relatively, I know the data points, but it'll be pretty new for me too. So
I can't wait for the 6th one and we can all read it live together. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to not just sit and read that in one sitting, but
it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out, Bunchies. We will work it out.
Yes, I can't wait. So, one cool thing about this book, we get a lot of different point of views, as we said in the last episode. So then we go to Rhysand. He's chatting. Our Bat Boys, they're taking the lllyrian, they're over in the lllyrian war camps. How we learn how heartbroken Cassian would be to have to fight them because there's kind of like some discourse brewing in the camp, leadership issues, trust issues. And these are Cassian's people, even though he's never felt accepted by them because they've always said he's a bastard born and whatever. So there's a very interesting dynamic that's building here in this lllyrian war camp. And all the boys are in the little war room. They're fighting about how small the room is. I said it's the only time they fought about this small of a size. It's Christmassy solstice time. Feyre looks hot. Daddy Rhys is salivating. Amren is telling him to chill because she can smell his scent. Barf. And Varian is there. So at least we know Amren is getting...
She's getting hers. You do you, baby. You deserve it after that frickin' war. You get whatever you want, honey.
I love it. And they ask if, Daddy Tarquin, Aaron Pierre is going to celebrate Solstice. And they say no, and they say you should invite him. Which I'm all for, but they...
But then low-key, they were saying, too, that Varian's priorities would change if his High Lord was there. And they understood that, respectfully, because he just wanted his time with baddie baby Amren.
Love it. Love baddie baby Amren. Ooh, I love that.
Yes.
Yes. So they ultimately decide not to, which is a shame for me. And then our sweet little Elaine shows up. And it would appear as though Nesta's not coming. She still has time, obviously, but I said, boy, what a real barn burner of a chapter that was. Chapter 17, Feyre. Solstice morning has arrived. Feyre has a little birthday present from Daddy Rhys. He got her a beautiful sketchbook. Another large box appears. It's a sky blue scarf of soft blue wool. I said, great, does this mean we can stop talking about presents? It does not.
No.
Because she also gets a little, satchel thing for her painting supplies.
That's right.
But then she says she wants to draw Daddy Rhysand naked.
Nude would be best. Hey, can I bring one thing up? So everyone's getting Feyre painting supplies, right? Do you recall, I don't know, a couple books back where Tam Tam bought Feyre some painting supplies and she just was mortified and disgusted and it was like the worst thing ever. It's interesting to see after this second trauma of the big war that because the very first trauma, all of the trials with Amarantha, she didn't want to paint anymore. That was her thing. She was like, I got to get myself back. And that's why I guess Tamlin buying it for her, she was all pissy at it. Now, after the second trauma, she's able to do it. And I'm like, okay, so we got a little growth there. It's a little different this time.
I love the growth take. I also think it's when somebody you don't like is texting you good morning starshine in the morning and you're like, oh my God. And then somebody you do want to fuck is texting you that in the morning, you're like, I don't know why this is hot, but it's hot.
Saying who's calling you starshine, honey?
Nobody, thank God. But in theory.
Right.
Or, you're doing weird things that you get. There's no way that's attractive, but if it's somebody you find attractive, it's attractive.
It's great. That's true too. That is true too. So maybe she's just in the right place this time and happy, and that's why she's accepting.
I think she's.
The painting gifts.
And to be fair to Tamlin, she had a lot of healing to do from the trauma from her childhood. Being 14 and forced to fight for food for her family.
Yeah, fancy
the youngest, sending the youngest out there. Let's see what happens. Darwinism. Let's see what happens. So I'll throw Tamlin some bail there and say he was kind of fighting an uphill battle with that too, and Rhysand got a more developed,
softer version.
A bit softer version, but at the same, because she did like Tamlin. She loved Tamlin. She wanted to, rip his clothes off and all the things. So I think it's more like her internal healing.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
All right. Bat Boys take Rhysand out to enjoy the Solstice Day festivities. This was cute. Feyre's looking at bills. Said real fun stuff over here. Then she finds Elaine, who's in the kitchen making little heart-shaped cookies.
She's coming around. I'm starting to go. Okay, girl. Yeah.
She's got a smile. She's guarding. She's cooking. She's a trad wife, and I'm here for it. Very much giving trad wife.
Very much trad wife, which is why I don't know. Maybe she should be in the spring court. Anywho, who knocks?
Well, we think it's Nesta once again. We have a lot of Nesta jump scares here, but it's not. Who is it?
Danny McBride, aka Lucian, baby.
He's
my
back.
gosh, I missed him.
Me too. I missed his little cheeky, funny, I just love him. I love him.
Me too. And he had presents for Feyre and Elaine. So cute.
I know. And
Poor
so,
Elaine. She wants nothing to do with him.
She, Lucian is hello Starshine, and Elaine looks at her phone and puts it over on the
Uh-huh.
bed. But then
But then
Azrael says
Azrael.
it, and yeah, and she's like, oh my god,
I'm into
Starshine, I
it.
love it. So Feyre says, Lucian, stay with us. Like, what are you doing? And he said, I'm with Bassa and Lllyrian, and I think they're having a three-way, by the way. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Mate,
what?
mate who?
Come screw my mate. She's not into me. She likes a bat boy. These damn women I love bat boys.
Fucking bats everywhere, taking all of our bitches. But he, and sometimes he's with Tamlin.
Right.
Every once in a while.
Right.
Although we do learn that Tamlin sent all of Lucian's shit to their place and doesn't want anything to do with them anymore. So glad we've learned from our stuff here. Lucian says, thank God for lllyrian. Interesting. Apparently he's keeping everything together while all the annoying queens are doing all their fuck shit, which is potentially a precursor to what could be happening in the next book, because something's brewing over there, obviously. And I said, I'm kind of getting a vibe that lllyrian and Vassa have a little thing going on when she's not a Firebird. Or when she is. I don't know.
He might be into that. It's like, let's go, baby. Show me your true form.
Yeah, I mean, we got all kinds of creatures in here, so bestiality isn't like really a frowned upon thing.
Right.
Feyre asks how they're getting along, given there's no like king or queens in the southern end of Prythian. Nobody has any memory of any. Rhysand might. They don't know. It's just lords and ladies running the show, except for now one high lady has been added. And it sounds like Vivian might want to be high lady number 2.
Oh. Let's fucking go. See, that's how you start a movement, baby.
It takes one.
Yep. Thank you.
It takes one. I know.
Thank you.
I love it. Lucian and Feyre were talking about how Lane is, still in love with Grayson, which, like, Feyre's been a couple months. Feyre feels bad for him, invites him to stay for a little, maybe even move in, that Elaine will maybe warm up to him. I said, spoiler alert, she will not, because Azrael is there. Not that I know that for sure. That's not even in the second book either. So
right,
that's not a spoiler. It's just what I'm hoping for. And the Archeron sisters pretty historically want to fuck the guys with bat wings. And then she wants Lucian to live there, but he says no. He's happier with lllyrian and Bassa. I said maybe because they have a three-way stitch going on. What do they call themselves? I thought this was very interesting.
The Band of Exiles.
Yes.
So cute. I'm obsessed with that because I live for misfits. I think we all do if we're part of this group.
This is a podcast of misfits, okay? If you're with us, you're just as I'm so sorry to tell you, but you're just as weird as we are, and we are so happy to have you here, okay?
Oh, my favorite.
So happy to have you here. I love the Band of Exiles, and I love how Sarah J. Maas really puts a lot of emphasis on the weirdos and the square pegs that don't fit into the round holes.
Yep.
And I love it.
Yep.
So it sounds kind of like Lucian's found his little tribe over there.
Okay.
He tells Feyre that she's fully responsible for him and Tamlin's issues, by the way, which, like, not super fair. I mean, she is, but, like, Tamlin, where's Tamlin's responsibility in this? It's just Feyre's fault?
Well, it's what she did to his spring court, and then Lucian was there with her, so all of his people don't like him now because they're like, you were working with Feyre.
Yep, I see the logic there, and I acknowledge some of the blame, but I will say that Tamlin still started it by locking her in his home and then blowing up, and then telling Hubert where her sisters were to try and get her back, and then they became Fae.
I mean, there are a lot of moving parts
happened.
here. There are a lot of moving parts. He did it all for love. Like, we'll circle back.
He did it all for the Nookie, I think, is what he did it all for. Then we find out that Lucian can't be around Elaine for long.
No.
He can't do it, which is adorable. His instincts are too strong. It's not even that he may love her or not love her, because he didn't even know her, but, like, that animal instinct.
He can't smush, not yet.
No smooshing here. Then, and he also doesn't want Rhysand paying for all of his shit. He's like,
fair. That feels a little funny. Like, the clothes on his back, he's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I agree. And then he says Tamlin sent all of Lucian's shit, to the
Look,
House
I
of
know
Land or
you
whatever.
said in your notes that you thought that was such an asshole move, but I thought it was just Tamlin being like, look, man, like, I don't know where you're going, what you're doing. Here are your clothes. Last time I saw you, you were wearing lllyrian leathers, which make me think of that Danny McBride photo I put up with the red wig. Yes. And the tan leathers and the really bad spray tan. I mean, that's all I see. And so I'm like, Tamlin did him a favor, man. Get your clothes back. Get out of that. It's not the vibe.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I'll never be, if they ever do a movie, which at least these like little videos that the AI keeps popping out are keeping us
so
fed
good.
because my God, the one with the dad and Nesta and Elaine and Feyre boats, I was like,
I literally sobbed from these. And
me too. And I felt terrible. Yeah, because you told me to watch your egg.
Guys, I texted Molly. I said, can you watch my egg for me? And you know what she sent me back? Not even a minute later. It was like 25 seconds. The freaking fried egg in the pan. Like, didn't even give him a chance. I asked you to watch my egg and you go, can I get another one? I go, no.
I go, oh, shit. Shit, I'm so sorry. Can I get another one? She goes, maybe later. Anyway, I say that to say I had just watched the video that she posted to our Instagram to a novel bunch, and I was like, tears and then the egg, and I was trying to laugh because I was crying, and there was a lot going on, per usual.
Woo!
Yeah, more than you, Lexa, maybe it's time to up it, you know what I mean? Time to up her a little bit for the holiday fun. Okay, so... Then, Feyre sees Elaine, and she's like, honey, you could have at least said hi. And she's like, I don't have to love him. She's like, no, you don't, but you can still be a human.
Good human?
Or Fae.
Yeah,
a good you can still be a good person, a good thing. I don't know, whatever they call themselves. You still be a good thing. Then Feyre sees more, they chat. More tells her to let Nesta figure this out on her own. Totally fair. Let Elaine and Lucian figure it out on her own. Basically just chill and focus on her own shit, which is super fair. You know, my dad always calls me out on this because he does this. So he's learned. And he goes, when you're starting to, like, overcompensate for the people that you love and you're focusing on other things, it's usually because you have some shit that you don't want to look at. So if you stay busy worrying about them, you don't have to look at your stuff over here that's building up.
Love that. Believe that. Yeah. All right, so Feyre, get out of it. She's always got her nose and stuff, though. She's always curious. She's
surreal. There's a reason they got along. But then she asks more. She's like, how are you doing? She's more like, yeah, I'm good. Everything's fine. Like, so, like, we're all playing a game of let's not talk about how we really feel. Which, love that game. Then they went up. Pro. I'm a professional, okay? I'm a professional at not talking about how I really feel. It's why I have to be on an SSRI now. Then she winnows Feyre to the cabin she painted all over, fucking dead at that image again. Like the eyes and everything.
Love.
We see the Bat Boys are having a little snowball fight.
They do this every year, and they are not allowed to use magic, so it's just a legitimate snowball fight. And who frickin' wins? For the 199th time, I think it was?
The man, the myth, the big dick legend, Asriel.
I can't have anything naughty like that out there. Me on the internet.
Luckily, I'm always playing wild fucking characters, so you can hear me say fuck and dick all the time, because I'm just going to go sell drugs on Queen of the South or something. SVU was a little trickier.
That part.
I had to be a little cleaner for that, but...
Dude, that is hysterical. Well, no, so we're back at the cabin, and it turns out, cute bangies,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm fucking with them so much.
No, I love them. I love them. Turns out that these three males go into the steam room attached to the cabin. This is another lllyrian tradish. And Moore says... a bunch of naked warriors sitting together in the steam room sweating about the only good thing the lllyrians ever came up with, to be honest. Mother above.
More, you dog.
Then
Little eye queen.
I know.
Like, don't forget, I want that woman, but I don't want him over there.
She can't not look, right? She's like, I can appreciate both. Thank you, Emily. However, little Reese's pee-pee. Little Reese's pieces. It's been a really long day.
If you cut that, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna wash this with a fine-tooth comb. I want our bunchies to hear you say little Reese's pee-pee.
Get your brain out of the gutter, Alyssa.
Anyway, about little Reese's pee-pee.
He pops down the bond.
Well, Feyre... pee-pee.
is thinking about these 3 lllyrian warriors, and he says, this is why I said that. Reese's Pieces says, interested in taking a look? There's room for one more. And she's like, go back to your sweating. I thought mates were supposed to be territorial. And he goes, I'm always eager to learn what sparks your interest, Feyre, darling. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
300 years of being with somebody, I'm sure you're, so I have a couple friends that are open, ethically non-monogamous.
Okay.
And they talk about when somebody comes in, I'm just like, I don't think I could, I don't know. But like,
Sure.
after 100 years of marriage, I'd be like, do you want to fuck her with me? Or how do you?
Well, I will say though, in the very beginning of this book, they set it up where Reese's Pieces was like, she is only 21 and she's decided to be with me forever. So I don't know if he's kind of trying to say this stuff to
cool
be
guy.
like, be like, it's cool, like whatever, if you want that, like not with them, but I don't know.
Right. Well, maybe with his brothers. I don't know. It kind of sounds like it.
Oh God, isn't that like super messy?
The messiest.
But I guess the inner circle is a little messy. The lllyrian warriors are all in this little cabin, and Feyre sends Rhysand an image down the bond of her, I guess, like on the kitchen table, like from, I think, chapter 55 or whatever that was.
At the house.
At the house. And he says to her, cruel, wicked thing. And Rhysand is promptly kicked out of the steam room at that moment by the other men. So...
because he got a boner.
Something
No
happened.
boners in the steam room. Don't make it weird.
And
Don't
now
make
we're
it
opening
weird.
the presents, Molly's favorite part. And here's the thing. Yes, there was a lot of present giving, but at this point, I was really interested in seeing what everyone bought each other, because I feel like when you get a gift, it tells you a lot about how that person perceives you, because it's something they think you'll like, right? So I was like, I wonder what this is going to be for everyone.
Love that.
Right? You're
Like
like,
real
fuck.
hard. Well, you're so accurate. You're so accurate. There are things that I hone in on, and there are things that you hone in on, and that's
Sure.
not something that I hone in on. But when you hone in on it, I'm always interested in what you glean from it, and whatever I hone on, I know.
Of course.
Where did we
Also,
learn?
gifts are my love language.
I know.
So, you know what I'm saying. But then also, too, they bring out Feyre's cake, and it looks like Elaine decorated this, each tier with what used to be on their drawers. So we had the flowers for Elaine, the flames for Nesta, and the beautiful starry night for Feyre, baby. And I was like, why are you guys bringing this back? Like, because we about to get into silver flames? I don't even know what that means yet, but I will soon.
Yeah.
I will soon.
You will.
And so after eating the cake, the riveting stuff for you, I know you were just at the edge of your seat right now.
Sure.
They begin to open gifts, and Amryn receives a pair of diamond and pearl earrings from Asriel, and Moore opens a box to reveal a set of red lingerie. She literally told Cassian, just get me this because I want it. It wasn't like he was like, here you go. And then I guess she like bought him the matching thing because she thought it would be funny. But, you know, sometimes too, when you really need something and you're like, oh, actually, let me pick it. Like, I prefer that.
But I'm not buying my guy friend. I'm not asking my guy friends to buy me sexy lingerie, even if I want it. There's
Venmo me, I'll get it.
I don't know.
It's not bad.
It's not weird.
Right. A little bit.
And I'll leave it at that. It's not weird. Because then she buys it. It's like you and Freddie before you started dating.
That's literally what it thought me of. Yeah.
Okay,
he
you
would
guys
have
are
done
friends.
something like that. He would have bought me
100%.
lingerie and I'd be like,
And you
okay.
would have been, you would have been like, Freddie, I want these. And he would have gotten it, and then you would have thought it was funny and cute to get the matching one because you guys wanted to fuck, but you weren't yet.
You know nothing.
Anyway, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Anyway, though, literally, Feyre presents her gift to Elaine, and someone else appears.
Yes, another knock on the door.
Who needs their rent money paid?
She is a
Nesta.
fucking savage for
She
this.
is. But it's literally Nesta, and she says a word to nobody.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they have to invite her in, like fucking vampire style.
I know.
They're like, okay, come in, Nesta. And, she's a little cold, savagey bitch per usual. A lot of present talk. Oh, we do learn also that Feyre gave Rhysand the picture she painted of her in the Ouroboros, which was cool.
That was huge because she took him in private. Like, remember before she had said, I never want anyone to know about this side of me or see this. And so for her to actually let him in, love that. And then
Correct.
Elaine was the only one who got Nesta gifts, and she got this bitch some romance novels.
I love
like,
it.
I was like, okay, cute little,
I relate to
ode
Nesta.
to it.
Just like cold, dark heart, but like deep down, alone in my room, reading like the sappiest shit. I love it.
I love it so much. And then Cassian is lock the F in on Nesta. Like, he's not saying anything, but he's really watching her. Because I wonder when the last time is he's seen her.
It's probably been a minute.
Right? Like a couple months, I feel, unless he ran into her around town, which I don't think he did.
Think so.
And can I say one other thing? They say that she lives in this weird, dingy part of town, but it's like, does Velaris really have bad parts?
Well, they acknowledge that. They go, she managed to find the Velaris' seediest part, so it's not really that seedy,
Bad,
but every,
Sure, every place probably has.
It's got some little block that's like, ooh. Uh-oh. I also think it was cool that Cassian just locked eyes on, like almost daring her to look at him, because most people would try and play it cool and be like, yeah, what's up? Yeah.
No, he was like,
He's like, yeah. He's like, nah, I'm right here, baby girl.
Setting up all the freaking enemies to lover part 2. I can't wait. And then one other gift that actually just made me laugh so hard is Elaine said to Azriel, here, I went to Maja. I had her make this for me. This is for all of your headaches that the group must give you. And he literally is sitting there and pauses, and then he bursts out laughing so hard. He thinks it's the funniest freaking thing. I mean, have you ever heard Azriel laugh? Because I don't think we've ever seen that portrayed, ever.
Every once in a while.
Like a cute little, this was belly laugh. So freaking cute. Like,
what can I say? Elaine brings it out in him. So then Nesta asks for the rent.
Yep.
It's like 3 months of rent. Doesn't say thank you, nothing. That's what pisses me off, is it's just like, there's an entitlement there that's really frustrating. And I know it's because she hates herself. We fought in a war together. That should have, I know you have a lot of trauma, and I know you hate yourself and all this stuff. Like, we all hate ourselves. We all killed a lot of people. Like, you know.
Yeah, wasn't great.
We all watched our dad get his throat slit. Okay, so like
they all did. Yes, very fair.
Like, it's not just it's like in my favorite TV show, Shrinking, when Jason Segel, he's a fucking mess, and this all happens in the pilot, so this isn't like crazy info. But his wife dies, and he's a mess, and he's got hookers in the pool and like taking Vicodin and Adderall and shit, and his daughter is like, you're not the only one this happened to. It happened to me too, you asshole. That like helps shake him out of his, because like I said, when something awful happened, when you walk through grief, you either choose to persevere in spite of it, or you let it consume you. Yep. And it would appear as though Nesta's letting it consume her right now.
Hey, we all grieve differently, but
sure.
So she gets this rent money from Feyre, and she leaves, and she's like, I'm out. And Cassian gets up, and he just glides right past Feyre, and he goes right out that door, and he goes right for his girly pop.
Go get your bitch, baby.
Oh my God. Yeah, she wants to go home, and Cassian's like, you're not walking home alone. I'm walking you home. And she's like she's literally fighting him against this. But he does anyway, the whole way. And doesn't he try to give her a gift that he, apparently it was like really hard to get. I don't think they ever said what it was.
They didn't, but it took him months to try and find it.
And she refused it, and he chucked it into the frickin' water. I'm like, cool.
Yeah, well,
cool,
finally, it's when you're mad at somebody and you say, leave me alone, but you don't want them to leave you alone. Keep saying it. But finally, she lets the grief overwhelm her, and she whips around and she yells at him, and she says, stop following me, and it's like a scene, and now it's embarrassing, and she turns around, walks away, and he lets her. Yeah, and then he takes whatever the present was, and he chucks it, and
well, and then when she goes into her place, she knew that he would be waiting outside to see her light go on, and she purposely sat there without turning it on, because she's like, good, stay out there and be cold. I'm like, Nesta,
she's such a bitch.
This man just got you a nice gifty poo.
I know.
And
You threw your body over this man and said, if you die, I die.
listen, I'm okay with it because I know it's setting it up for the tension, and I hope he fucks with her so hard in the next book.
Oh, don't you worry. Don't you worry, my sweetheart. So our lovers bop upstairs, okay?
Yes.
But not before Feyre clocks Elaine and Azrael having a little chatski. Super cute. We love that. They went into the cabin. We learned that Rhysand's mom made all of her gowns.
Oh my
She
God.
was a seamstress.
And apparently, when he was very young, his mom made every single gown for his future mate. And I'm like, and you know what's so funny? I always wondered throughout all these books, I'm like, he has the most amazing pieces, and more even commented before, he'll never tell us where he got them. And now we find out it was his mom who made all of them. For Feyre, for his future mate. And I'm like, how's she know her size?
Truly.
But maybe it's magic. Maybe there are ways to.
I'm sure.
you know.
We can magic anything. Or
Right?
maybe Sarah Dwin and Nuala take it in or take it out.
Oh,
I
cute,
don't know.
cute.
But the bones are there. You know what I mean? The things are there. But yeah, she goes, why have you never told me? He's like, I thought you would think it was weird that you were wearing all my dead mom shit. And she's like, I love it. And I was like, of course, another dead mom.
And then
happy holiday.
what are they gonna go do?
And then
now?
they, in Alyssa's words, they smush. And smush they do, okay? They fuck so crazy that, like, there's no way they didn't just make a kid. Which is what Feyre says she wants them to start trying to do.
Because that was her last gift. She goes, I want to do this with you. Now, I need to ask you, she's 21 years old.
500 years is a long time for your sperm to still be good, so he's on the clock.
Well, and it's really difficult for them to make a baby.
Well, they only have 2 periods a year, right? So that must mean
Yeah.
they only ovulate 2 times a year. If we're going by the same
right.
logic here.
Huh. So you only have like really 2 chances. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It's
And then,
interesting.
but then too, Feyre said to Rhysand, I want you to smush me, like,
That
in
is
our
not what she
minds.
said. That is not what she said.
There's something like that where they were like
What
in
did
each
she
other's
say?
shields. I don't know verbatim. I would have to go look that up. Oh, running out of time.
Oh, there we go.
But she said, I want you to do it in there too while you're doing it in the physical. And he fucking does. And this is like the most intimate act any Fae could ever do. And it was like mind blowing for them. And I was just like, how do you go back from that? Like Tam could never. I'm sorry.
Probably not. He's just not emotionally intelligent enough to do that. This is giving like I am curious about the world and really working on myself, and like this is a higher level of
Right.
intellect, I would
Right.
imagine. It's kind of like, you know, in our world we have like Kama Sutra, and like there's
Sure.
different types of ways that you can try and focus on whatever the process is together, but you have to find a partner that's open to that and interested in that, and it's like a whole thing. And but you know, 21, there's a lot of cultures where you have kids young because that's, you know,
But she's also high lady. She just lived through a war, the trials. Like she probably aged real freaking quick. Like she went through it, and she's
I was
like, I
gonna
know
say,
this is
when
my
you-
mate.
yeah, when you age fast, I think you want to be a parent fast because you
Oh, interesting.
you know, like, it didn't Millie Bobby Brown, didn't she just adopt?
Yes.
They just adopted a kid, and she's like 21, and you think like, God, you have such amazing experiences to have, but in her head, she's like, I've experienced all these amazing things
Yeah.
from the time I was 12. Now I want
Yeah.
to experience this, and in some ways, I'm very envious because, God, wouldn't it be so amazing to be 35 and have a 14-year-old? Like, you really get to
Yeah.
grow up together,
Yeah.
and one of
Yeah.
my saddest things is that, you know, my dad's 70.
Yeah.
And I'm only third, like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
God
know,
willing, we have
I
for a long
know,
time,
I
but
know.
boy, I really wish, you know.
I know. You know, I was at Pilates today, and one of the girls had this girl with her, and I go, oh my God, is this your sister? Because you could blatantly tell they were related. And she goes, this is my daughter. And I was like, damn, girl, like, you look
Love it.
so good. And I live for that. And like, that's so
Yeah.
cool. Opening up on chapter 23, Rhysand said, the sex had destroyed me, utterly ruined me. Any lingering scrape of my soul that hadn't already belonged to her had unconditionally surrendered last night. And I'm like, oh boy. And then after this thought, he's at Tam Tam's. I'm like,
Yeah,
great timing.
That was a
little
jump
weird.
scare.
Yeah. And what happens at Tamlin's?
Well,
How's
it
he
obviously
doing?
got to him that Lucian was like, you know, why kick a man when you're down? I was like,
Yeah.
you men are just,
I
like,
know, I know.
We're always getting kicked, whatever, doesn't matter. He shows up to like
Rhysand feels bad though.
He does feel bad because
That's
he's
why.
a good guy.
I know.
And he shows up, and Tamlin is just all he sees is like a dead elk that he hunts in the middle
Probably
of his
alone.
Probably absolutely alone. Like, Tam, buddy,
yeah, it's not good.
it's time to pick yourself up by your bootstraps, okay? It's starting to get sad. All right.
He lost his woman to his enemy.
I know.
And his entire land. He's devastated. But Reese's Pieces feels so bad that he like uses magic to get the food together.
Yes.
You know, however they would do that.
Well, he says Varian's gonna send some troops to help protect y'all.
Yes.
Tamlin's like, whatever. And then he said his voice was really raspy. Tamlin looks up at him and his voice is raspy, like he's been screaming. So also, like, buddy, it's been months. Why are we still yelling? I'm sorry. He says
he was alone.
Well, but my God, just the maddest High Lord ever.
I feel like he's just in his beast form all day alone.
100%. Full Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
Up there, perusing the library, just being angry, looking for a little bitch to come read his books.
I love Reese's Pieces said to him, "Your dinner's leaking." Like,
he's trying to be like, can we play?
I know. And Reese's is always playing. He always wants to play. But always not this time.
Which is a defense mechanism.
Of course. You
and I know it well. But he says, Tamlin says, do you think she'll forgive me?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you'll forgive me?
That was a little awkward.
Well, awkward, but you know what? This is the first time I've been like, okay, there's a little bit of growth here.
Yeah.
We're finally thinking through some things. We're finally acknowledging that, we fucked up and we carry a lot of pain and trauma from what our moms did to each other too. Could you ever forget? Like, this is the first time I was like rooting for Tamlin.
Yeah, I feel that. I did too. I love that he brought it to light and that it made me feel a little sad too because I'm like, he still loves her.
Of course.
Like, all this time. I know.
Then we had a really interesting chapter with Moore.
Yeah.
That she had gone off
on her horse.
To her secret compound she has called Athelwood. Comes with a bunch of horses that she loves to ride. It would appear as though Moore's trying to make some kind of big decision. They don't really tell us what it is. Then some kind of beast thing approaches her. Her gut tells her to stay away, so she takes the horse and she says, "Let's get out of there," and they leave. And I was just like, how ominous. But I don't think they really touch on it in the next book, so now I'm really curious.
Maybe when you read it again, keep an eye out. There might be something,
That's so right.
I love that.
This book. Yeah. And then we'll just wrap this up here because the last four were pretty quick. But Feyre is now with Rhysand. This was kind of cool. She was going to go to Paulina's family to buy the places she can make her studio, and they say, you take it. Use that money you would have paid us and go donate it to a place called Brush and Chisel, which is a charity for artists. And then she hears the Surreal's voice that says, leave the world better than you found it. And so she decides to. And she creates this world where she's going to have kids and adults and people come in and try and create art to help just for fun, to help deal with some trauma, to do any of the things that it helped her with. So I thought that was really beautiful. We also see the Bat Boys there back with the lllyrians, and some of the women are starting to train. That was very cool. And Cassian really wants to see women train, which becomes a dope part in the next book. And it's because his mom, how she died, and there's a lot of pain that's healed through him paying it forward and helping women learn how to defend themselves. We love a feminist king. Then Feyre and Rhysand are decorating their studio, waiting for families and kids, and then Rhysand shows up, and they walk through and they look at all the art that the kids have created. They're feeling joy and happy, all the things that go away before the next book when all hell breaks loose.
Oh, good. There was one other thing that we missed, but Reese's Pieces ended up buying this land for Feyre and himself, and he was like, let's build our dream house and a nursery and just all the things. And she's like, okay. I was like, damn.
I love it.
Okay, Reese's Pieces. Listen, I thought this was a cutie pie sweet, and it's perfect. Little holiday break for us. What would you rate this one?
Out of 5?
Mm-hmm. Always out of 5.
2.5, probably. I'm sorry.
I'm like get a 3.5, 4 because I love the characters so much. I'm interested in seeing what they're doing, and there were some really good chapters. But I thought this was a sweet little break piece.
Yeah.
So next week, Bunchies, we are going to officially be starting A Court of Silver Flames. Guys, I feel like for months people have been saying, wait till you get to Silver Flames. Wait till you get to Silver Flames. And we're finally there. We are going to be doing chapters 1 through 9. And also, we are going to be reading this for December and January because she is a large baby. And we want to make sure we have all the time to really break everything down. Molly, behave. See yourself out. We're almost to the end.
Wait, tell us if we should live read any chapters from Silver Flames.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that.
We are doing a 2-monther. So
we could definitely live read.
We could absolutely throw in a couple of live reads. So tell us if there's a chapter that you think we should live read.
Oh, I love it. Well, we appreciate you. We love you, Bunchies, and we'll see you next week.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.